What if you could live not just a long life, but a long, vibrant life with a sharp mind? Imagine reaching your 90s or even 100, with your memories clear and your spirit bright. For centuries, the people of Okinawa have done just that, holding the secret to a life rich in both years and vitality. Let's journey to the heart of their wisdom and explore 4 powerful daily habits that protect the brain and fight dementia. These simple practices can help you add not just years to your life, but more importantly, life to your years. First is the art of hara-hachi-bu, an ancient teaching from the philosopher Confucius that forms the cornerstone of Okinawan health. This phrase translates to a simple, profound rule: eat until you are 80% full. This isn't a restrictive diet, but a practice of mindful moderation. By stopping just before you're full, you naturally reduce your calorie intake. This lowers what is known as oxidative stress, a process similar to rust inside your body, which helps protect your brain cells from damage. It also calms chronic low-grade inflammation, a slow-burning fire that can damage tissues, including the brain. To practice this, you must eat without distractions. Chew your food slowly, as it takes about 20 minutes for your brain to register that your stomach is full. Using smaller plates can also help, as a reasonable portion will look more satisfying. Finally, try pausing in the middle of your meal to take a sip of water and ask yourself if you are still truly hungry. This simple pause is often all you need to realize you are satisfied, not stuffed. The second habit is to eat a rainbow of plants. The traditional Okinawan diet is a visual feast, overwhelmingly composed of plants. The star of their plate isn't rice, but the vibrant purple sweet potato, a nutritional powerhouse. This diet protects the brain because it is rich in specific nutrients. The purple sweet potato gets its color from anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that cross into the brain to protect cells and reduce inflammation. Okinawans also consume a wide variety of green and yellow vegetables, different types of seaweed, rich in essential minerals, and spices like turmeric, which contains one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory agents ever studied. While mostly plant-based, the diet includes some fish, which provides essential omega-3 fatty acids that are critical building blocks for brain cells. You can bring this diet into your kitchen by aiming to eat the rainbow, including foods of different natural colors at every meal. Start by simply adding 1 extra vegetable to your dinner each night, or swapping red meat for fish or plant-based proteins a few times a week. The goal is to make plants the focus of your plate. Perhaps the most profound Okinawan secret is discovering your ikigai. This Japanese word translates to a reason to wake up in the morning, or a deep sense of purpose. For Okinawans, this is rarely tied to an old job. It could be a karate master passing on his art, a fisherwoman providing for her family, or a great-grandmother nurturing the youngest generation. A strong sense of purpose acts as a powerful shield against cognitive decline. It provides a powerful buffer against stress. It also keeps your brain active, forcing you to plan, solve problems, and learn, which builds what is known as cognitive reserve. Think of this as a savings account for your brain. The more connections you build, the more resilient your brain becomes. To find your ikigai, reflect on what activities make you lose track of time or what you love to do as a child. It might be found in volunteering, a hobby, or mentoring someone. It does not have to be a grand, world-changing purpose. It just has to be meaningful to you. Finally, there is the habit of nurturing your moai. In Okinawa, a moai is a group of lifelong friends, a social support network that is formed in childhood and lasts for a lifetime. These groups of about 5 to 10 people support each other through all of life's ups and downs, acting as a second family. This deep, lifelong social connection is a powerful antidote to loneliness, which is one of the biggest threats to brain health in older age. Engaging in conversation is a complex cognitive workout that stimulates many different parts of your brain at once. Being part of a supportive group also provides an incredible buffer against stress, giving you a sense of security and belonging that helps lower those damaging cortisol levels. Furthermore, our friends and social groups often encourage us to maintain healthy habits. If your friends are going for a walk, you are more likely to do the same. The key is quality over quantity. It is not about having hundreds of acquaintances. It is about having a few people with whom you can share a deep and meaningful connection. Make it a priority to reach out to a friend or family member each day, even for a short phone call. Look for opportunities to join a group that shares your interests. This could be a book club, a walking group, a church group, a card-playing club, or a volunteer organization. Scheduling regular social activities, like a weekly coffee with a friend or a monthly lunch with a group, can give you something to look forward to and ensure you stay connected. Do not underestimate the power of a simple conversation to keep your brain healthy and your spirit high. Habit number 5. Embrace constant, gentle movement. When we think of exercise, we often picture grueling sessions at the gym, running on a treadmill, or lifting heavy weights. The Okinawans have a different approach. They do not exercise, they simply move. Their lives are structured in a way that encourages natural, consistent, low-intensity movement throughout the entire day. You will not find many Okinawan centenarians sitting on a couch for hours on end. They are often found in their gardens. Gardening is a perfect form of Okinawan exercise. It involves walking, bending, squatting, pulling weeds, and carrying small loads. It gets them outdoors in the fresh air and sunshine, and it is a purposeful activity that results in healthy food for their table. Many also practice traditional forms of dance or a gentle local form of martial arts, similar to Tai Chi. Walking is also a fundamental part of their day. They walk to a friend's house, to the market, or just for the pleasure of it. The secret here is consistency, not intensity. This constant, gentle movement has profound benefits for the brain. The most important benefit is that it improves blood flow. Your brain is an incredibly hungry organ. It uses about 20% of your body's oxygen and calories, even though it only makes up about 2% of your body weight. Good, strong blood flow is essential to deliver a constant supply of this oxygen and these nutrients to your brain cells. Movement acts like a pump, helping to push this nutrient-rich blood up into the brain. Better circulation also helps to clear away waste products from the brain more efficiently. Furthermore, physical activity, even gentle activity, stimulates the release of a remarkable molecule called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. You can think of BDNF as a kind of fertilizer, or miracle grow for your brain cells. It helps to protect existing neurons and encourages the growth of new ones. It also strengthens the connections between brain cells, which are called synapses. These connections are the basis of all learning and memory. The more BDNF you have, the more resilient and adaptable your brain is. Regular, gentle movement is one of the best ways to boost your brain's natural supply of this vital substance. So, how can you incorporate more Okinawan-style movement into your life? Look for opportunities to break up long periods of sitting. If you are watching television, get up and walk around the room during the commercial breaks. When you are on the phone, stand up and pace. If you are able to, take the stairs instead of the elevator. When you go to the store, park your car a little farther from the entrance to get in a few extra steps. The key is to find activities you genuinely enjoy. If you hate the idea of a gym, do not force yourself to go. Maybe you would enjoy a gentle water aerobics class or a dance class. Perhaps you could start a small container garden on your patio or balcony. Even simple household chores like sweeping, vacuuming, or dusting count as movement. The goal is to weave activity into the fabric of your day, so it does not feel like a chore but rather a natural part of living. A short 10-minute walk after each meal is a wonderful habit that not only aids digestion, but also provides 30 minutes of brain-boosting movement each day. Habit number 6. Soak up the sunshine. Okinawa is a subtropical island, and its residents traditionally spend a great deal of time outdoors. They are in their gardens, walking through their villages, and socializing in open-air markets. This regular exposure to sunlight provides them with something crucial for brain health that we often overlook: vitamin D. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin because our skin produces it when it is exposed to sunlight. For a long time, we thought vitamin D was only important for strong bones, but we now know that it plays a vital role in nearly every system in the body, including the brain. There are actually vitamin D receptors all throughout the brain, particularly in areas that are involved in memory and cognition, like the hippocampus. So what does vitamin D do for our brain? It acts as a powerful anti-inflammatory agent, helping to calm that low-grade inflammation that can be so damaging. It also acts as an antioxidant, protecting brain cells from oxidative stress or rusting. Some research suggests that vitamin D helps to clear away the amyloid plaques that are a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. Furthermore, low levels of vitamin D are strongly linked with low mood and depression. And as we know, a healthy mood is a cornerstone of a healthy brain. As we get older, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight, and we may spend more time indoors, which puts many older adults at a high risk for deficiency. This is a problem that Okinawans, with their outdoor lifestyle, largely avoid. Many health organizations recommend that older adults get around 800 international units, or 20 micrograms, of vitamin D per day. The best and most natural source is sensible sun exposure. This does not mean you need to bake in the sun for hours. For many people with lighter skin, just 10 to 15 minutes of midday sun exposure on the arms and legs a few times a week can be enough. For those with darker skin, more time is needed. Of course, you can also get vitamin D from food. Fatty fish are an excellent source. For example, a serving of about 4 ounces of cooked salmon can provide almost all of your daily needs. Other fatty fish like herring and sardines are also good sources. Many foods are also fortified with vitamin D. In many countries, milk is fortified, and a single glass can provide about 100 to 120 international units. To reach the 800 IU goal from milk alone, you would need to drink about 6 or 7 glasses, which shows how important sunshine and other food sources are. Fortified yogurts, orange juice, and breakfast cereals can also contribute. Some types of mushrooms that have been exposed to ultraviolet light are another good plant-based source. How can you get more of the sunshine vitamin in your life? Try to make a short walk in the morning or late afternoon a part of your daily routine. This is when the sun is less intense. You could enjoy your morning cup of tea or coffee while sitting on a porch or by a sunny window. Even just opening up your curtains and blinds to let natural light flood into your home can have a positive effect on your mood and your body's natural rhythms. If you are concerned about your vitamin D levels, it is a simple blood test that your doctor can perform, and they can recommend a supplement if needed. Habit number 7. Cultivate a resilient, mindful attitude. Life in Okinawa has not always been easy. The island was the site of one of the most brutal battles of World War II, and its people have endured great hardship. Despite this, they possess a remarkably resilient and calm approach to life. There is a common Okinawan phrase, nankuru naisa, which roughly translates to, "Everything will work out in the end." This is not a passive or careless attitude. It is a deep-seated belief in their ability to overcome challenges and a refusal to be overwhelmed by worry. This attitude is a form of practical mindfulness. They do not sweat the small stuff. They focus on what they can control, like tending their garden or helping a neighbor, and they let go of what they cannot. Their days are filled with simple rituals, like preparing tea or arranging flowers, which they perform with focused attention. This practice of being fully present in the moment helps to keep their minds calm and centered. This low-stress approach to life is a powerful protector of the brain. As we have discussed, chronic stress is poison for the brain. The constant drip of the stress hormone cortisol wears down the memory centers and can even shrink the brain over time. A calm, resilient mindset helps to keep cortisol levels low. A lower stress life also leads to better sleep. Sleep is not just a period of rest. It is when your brain performs its most critical maintenance tasks. During deep sleep, a special system in the brain, sometimes called the glymphatic system, works like a cleanup crew. It flushes out metabolic waste products and toxins that build up during the day, including beta amyloid, the protein that forms plaques in Alzheimer's disease. Without sufficient high-quality sleep, this cleanup process is impaired and these toxins can accumulate. How can you cultivate a more nankuru naisa attitude in your own life? It starts with recognizing your own stress signals. When you feel your shoulders tensing or your breathing becoming shallow, take that as a cue to pause. Practice simple, deep breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, hold it for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Just a few of these deep breaths can calm your nervous system instantly. Try to practice single tasking instead of multitasking. When you drink your morning coffee, just drink your coffee. Do not also try to watch the news and read the mail. By focusing on one simple act, you give your mind a break from the constant chatter and cultivate a sense of peace. Spending time in nature is another powerful way to reduce stress, a practice the Okinawans do naturally every day. Even just looking at a tree from your window or listening to birdsong can lower your blood pressure and stress levels. Finally, practice gratitude. At the end of each day, take a moment to think of 3 things that you are grateful for. No matter how small, it could be a kind word from a friend, the taste of a fresh piece of fruit, or the warmth of the sun on your skin. This simple practice helps to shift your focus from what is wrong in your life to what is right, fostering a more positive and resilient outlook, just like the Centenarians of Okinawa. So there you have it, 7 simple yet profound daily habits that are the cornerstones of the Okinawan secret to a long, healthy, and sharp-minded life. Stop eating when you are 80% full. Fill your plate with a rainbow of plants. Discover your reason for being, your ikigai. Nurture your lifelong circle of friends, your moai. Weave constant, gentle movement into your day. Soak up the life-giving sun and cultivate a calm, resilient, everything will be all right attitude. It is important to remember that these habits do not exist in isolation. They are woven together, each one supporting the others. A walk with your moai gets you movement, sunshine, and social connection all at once. Tending your garden gives you purpose, movement, and healthy food for your plate. This is the true magic of the Okinawan way of life. It is not about doing one thing perfectly, but about doing many small, healthy things consistently, day after day. You do not have to move to Okinawa to reap these benefits. You can start today, in your own home, by choosing just one of these habits to focus on. Perhaps this week, you will make a point to call a friend every day, or you will add 1 extra vegetable to your dinner plate. Small changes, when practiced with consistency, lead to remarkable results over time. Thank you for joining me on this journey to Okinawa today. I hope you found these insights as inspiring as I do. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content to help you live a healthier and more vibrant life. Disclaimer. Please remember, I am not a medical doctor. The information shared in this video is based on extensive research into lifestyle and nutrition, as well as experience in helping people with their diets. It is for informational purposes only and should not be taken as medical advice. Always consult with your own healthcare professional before making any significant changes to your diet or lifestyle.